So last few videos, we've been pretty busy working on the wife's cars, the TDI and also the R32, but today we're showing some love to my wagon. I gotta move this hoopty out of the way first though. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of silver wheels on a silver car, but for some reason with this car and these wheels, it just looks, I don't know. It looks perfect, I love it. The R32 is great, but I do love my wagon. So like I said, the wagon today is getting some love. I have some new rotors, front and rear. They're actually the slided Brembo ones off the Golf from the junkyard, which are pretty cool. And I have new speakers, front and rear for this car as well. The ones that came out of the V5. I forget what kind, I think they're Pioneer, I wanna say. Or something like that. Either way, new speakers, new rotors, and probably a bath because the car is dirty per usual. But the wagon's looking good. Gotta show the daily workhorse some love. So these are the rotors here. The Brembo slotted ones, the exact same ones that I have on Miley. You can see right in there. They're actually the same size. These are 280s as well for the front. I want to say maybe 225 or 239 for the rear. I'm not quite sure, but pulled them off the car, the junkyard. They're actually in really great shape. They look almost identical to how the ones on my car look, so definitely weren't used for very long. And like I said, I just put these ones on maybe, I don't know, maybe it was like a month ago or this month, I don't remember, but these are still pretty new, but these just obviously look cooler, and we get a bit more bite having the slot there, and they just look cooler, so we're swapping them on. There goes my spacer. So for some reason, I thought these wheels here were actually 17 by 7.5. They're actually 17 by, where was that? 17 by 7 ET38. So these are the exact same spec as the Arietta wheels we just put on the TDI, like exact same spec. So to pull off your rotor on a Mark IV is very, very simple and straightforward. Underneath these caps back here on the caliper, there's one on top and one on the bottom. Simply pop that off with a flathead, and underneath that's a T45. You have one here and one here. This whole thing will pull right off the front, and then you have your set screw in the rotor. Mine is a Phillips head, but sometimes you'll have a T30 or just whatever it may be, but pop that off and then everything comes right off. I also think I'm gonna bust out the pressure washer and do all of this because like my wheel well is super dirty. The coilovers are super dirty, so we'll get all this cleaned up and looking right. Little side by side here between our standard steel rotor versus a vented steel rotor. Pretty much the exact same thing, just under a lot of braking with this one. These have these channels here to let the hot gases escape, keeping the brakes a bit cooler, where these ones will get hotter faster. These ones will. Not this is a track car, but it doesn't hurt and they look cool. Pressure washer is ready to go. One final look at how dirty all this is. Gotta fix that. Hold up. Hold up. The wagon is back. So it turns out his fan wasn't actually seized up. The shroud came loose and was jammed, which is why I wasn't spinning anymore. How are you coming along on braking miles for the clutch? Oh, getting close?
Somewhat, man. I'm about to get, after I drop this off, I'm going to go to the shop, man. I don't know if they have something adjusted correctly.
Okay.
Because it seems like when I get in the boost, it just like, man, it doesn't want to do anything. It kind of stutters.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe they need to adjust something.
Yeah. Back on the Audi wheels, I see.
Yeah, I put the other ones in the package, so.
Yeah, so Steve's leaving us pretty soon, actually. Yeah. You leave at the end of September? You got about 1 month left, and Steve's heading out. But the wagon's gonna stay here until what, February of next year, you think, or somewhere around there?
If I can verify when I can ship it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, just making sure.
It can be shipped back properly.
Yeah, I don't want to get the crush.
Yeah. So more than likely this car will stay here at our house for a while. So you'll still see this car a lot more. And then you got a whole bunch of wood pieces for me.
Yeah, just wood. Like I was gonna use it for a ramp.
Yeah.
But obviously that didn't. Yeah, I got these at Tomb.
Yeah, I want to use for it.
Shoot, I'm telling you, you can find
something for it. Such a good sound. Man, I love this thing. One of my favorite cars ever. Later, buddy. God, I love it. Love that thing. And the rain's here. Why is it raining? And now Now we wait. Oh yeah, so much better. Coilover's looking nice and clean. Brake copper's nice and red again. You actually see the cover on the trans. Way better. Much, much better. Driver's side is done and looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the back two now because it is still raining a little bit and we have the covering here. So what are these ones next? Now that our brake rotor swap is done, we can move on to swapping out the door speakers. Now this car's always had pretty good audio, I thought. You can see the current setup we have right now, and I'm pretty sure all the door speakers are factory and haven't ever been changed. But this car does have the rear door tweeter. This one's actually functional, which a lot of Mark 4s I've seen don't actually have the one. So it's pretty cool this car actually has that. So something I think is dumb, unlike the Mark 3s, where on the Mark 3 door card you can pull the speaker grill off from the front side, on the Mark 4s, it's actually like riveted in. So you have to pull the entire door card off to get to your speaker, which is kind of dumb, but here we are. So you can see these are just factory speakers, never been changed out. We have a nice set of these Kenwood ones that came out on V5 that are already spliced and plug ready for the Mark IV. We have these little rainbow tweeters that will go up here, and then the rear door speakers with the wiring that go from the back of the head unit all the way to these ones. So let's get started. And before I go ahead and start pulling everything out of my car and putting the new ones in, I'm just gonna plug this in real fast and make sure it works. Because my V5, the head unit was already gone, so I never actually heard any of these work. So I'm gonna test it out first, make sure we're good to go. I had to find some no copyrighted music, but this one is working. So I'm gonna test the rest of them and make sure we're good to go. All right, so all the speakers are in working order, which is always good. Now it looks like I have to actually go ahead and pull these rivets out. Instead of using just normal screws, Volkswagen decided to rivet this in along with riveting this in for just what reason, I have no idea. But we'll pop those out, I'll find some screws, get our Kenwood screwed in, and the fronts will be done. Got our old speaker here out. You can see it says Philips on the bottom there, and then obviously on the back as well. Factory Volkswagen, but made by Philips. Pretty cool. So that one's out, popped all the rivets here out of the way, and now have our fancy Kenwood in. One down, three to go. All right, boys, at this point we have all the speakers in the rear and all the ones in the front. I'll give you guys a quick little play here. Not that camera will do any justice, but it does sound pretty good. I quite like it. Just a little bit. Down like she supposed to be. She gets down low for me. Down like her temper. And that's enough of that. But it does sound pretty good. I quite like it. This Wagon really has been such an awesome car to own. Like, junkyard car, and 99% of the pieces on this car are from the junkyard as well. The only thing I bought new was the front lip, but literally everything else is either used or junkyard. Like rotors, pads, the side skirts, the exhaust, the wheels, almost everything on this car is from a junkyard or used from someone, which is so cool. It's just a fun thing to build. The only thing I want to do next, I want to get another reflex or fender and bumper to make sure this all matches, because that really drives me insane. But it's not dented, so it's better than what I had originally. That, and I also still want to get a set of black leather Recaro seats in here. Eventually I'll find a set, and I might be putting the Porsche twist wheels on this car as well. But other than that, I mean, like, this thing is just so much fun. It's to find random pieces here and there, like the rotors, and just slap things on this car. Just, it's so much fun. Speaking of junkyard wagons, our next junkyard wagon returns. Woo, look at that. Wagon number 2. What do you guys think? Golf front end or Jetta / Bora front end? I really like this front end. It looks really good, but I've always just liked the square aggressive look of the Jetta / Bora front end more. What do you guys think? This one or this one? We were planning on taking both the wagons to the car wash today, but it's been raining almost all day long, and there's a little bit of blue like right there. So if it clears up, we'll go, but if not, we'll save it for another day. The sun is back out and the rain's kind of chilled out a little bit. We're currently in the process of swapping out the rusty fenders for the much cleaner V5 fenders. It's a different color, but it's pretty close.
Okay, well, I still did not cover the whole little light did.
Oh, did it really? That's okay.
Yeah.
I want you guys to see how much dirt is about to come out of this fender. I have a bucket here. Look at this. Here's a flathead. There's about to be so much dirt. It's just like a whole entire forest. Oh, I missed some of the bucket. This is why fenders rust out. Because all this water and dirt gets stuck in here, and it just... Good grief. Look at that. It's not even all of it yet.
Ew.
Holy crap. So I got this fender off, and I threw it. What is inside there? There is a Fanta can. Somebody... You see this?
That's your favorite flavor, too.
It is. It's an exotic one. But someone cut a Fanta can, put it inside this fender, and then bondoed over. That is hilarious. That's so funny. That's smart. Use your can to make a nice mold. Well, I want to see how much this thing breaks apart.
They put all this glue in here. I can't get this last one.
Yeah. This whole section's gone. All this is like bonded in. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was bonded all the way down to like here. Look at that. I can't believe there's a freaking Fanta can in there. That's hilarious. Oh man. Obviously the color doesn't match perfectly, but it's not bad. It's better than having a Fanta can in your fender with Bondo. So until we find some more uni black fenders, the Black Magic Pro will have to do. Much cleaner. So fender liner's back in, fender's on both sides. We see the bumper, and then we are good to go. We might try and do car wash, but then again, it might rain again, so I'll have to just see. Oh, and we also got about 10 pounds of dirt and other debris out of the fenders. So, weight reduction. Well, it is safe to say there will be no car wash today, unfortunately. This car is all back together. In the dark, you can't really tell. Once it's in like the sunshine or like the light, you can see the difference. But again, it's still much better having a nice clean fender. I still can't believe. Oh, you throw it away? Where'd it go? No, you have to keep the Fanta can. Yeah, we gotta hang on to this. This is a souvenir. And that's my favorite one. The exotic Fanta is like the best tasting one ever. I can't believe you had it in your fender. That's hilarious. Just a little. And someone said, you know what? That'll work. And I've done some janky things, right? But like, I don't know if I would be like, yo, Fanta can. That's just too funny. I'm really good at body work. You need your fenders rolled? I got you.
Oh my god.
There you go. This is how the professionals do the fender rolling.
You're not rolling it. You're not rolling it.
No, look at that's clean. What do you mean? I'll put a little Bondo here. No, it's good. It's good.
Fanta can in there.
Hold on, I didn't flatten on this side. There it is. That's how you want it. That's how you need it. Here you are, ma'am. One fender. I got this for you. This is for you.
I don't want it.
This is so nice, though. I think I'll do this one and the R32 next. Is that fine?
No. Get out.
She's been on the phone with USA with this computer for like 20 minutes. And it keeps rerouting her over.
No, I don't want to do that. I just want to unlock my account.
She locked herself out. Now she has a computer. Oh. We're gonna end it here. Not doing anything else today. It's raining and yeah. Do not forget, be thankful for everything. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.